After the post parade, we'll give you a quick recap of our program changes for this afternoon. Race number 1 is a 1 mile pace for a purse of $4,400. No program changes. Here is your first race field. Number 1, Kid Genius, owned by the Jack Darling Stables of Cambridge. Jack Darling trains, Colin Kelly drives Kid Genius. Number 2, 88 Fingers Louie, owned by Tyler Williamson of Blythe, trained by Robert Dare, driven by Scott Ray, 88 Fingers Louie. Number 3 is Scottish Mock, Ryan Holiday aboard for Daniel Mead of Rockway and trainer Dave Holiday, Scottish Mock. Number 4 is Mock Liam. Michael Horner gets the drive for Bill Rankin of Dundas and trainer Jennifer Rankin, Mock Liam. Number 5 is OK Matt, owned by Catherine McClure of Clinton, trained by George McClure, driven this afternoon by Dustin McClure, OK Matt. And on the outside, number 6, Shanghai Noodle, owned by Catherine McClure of Clinton. George McClure trains, Mike Whalen picks up the drive on Shanghai Noodle. They go 1 mile for $4,400. Post time approximately 2 minutes away. Quick recap of our program changes this afternoon. Race number 2, an equipment change on 8 St. Lad's Zeke, moving from blind to blinkers. Races 3 through 6 are good to go. The 7th race, Scratch 7, Mock Dynasty. Mock Dynasty. Starter Brad Pittock has sent out the invitation. We're about ready to roll here, folks. The horses and drivers approaching the gate, lining up from the inside out, Kid Genius and Colin Kelly. 88 Fingers Louie, Scott Ray, Scottish Mock and Ryan Holiday in the middle of the racetrack with Mock Liam and Michael Horner. OK Matt, Dustin McClure, and on the outside, Shanghai Noodle and Michael Whalen. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Post time for race number 1. First race field now in motion. Here they come. They're off and pacing, Shanghai Noodle and Mock Liam. The first 2 out of the box. It's Mock Liam who will take the early lead. Shanghai Noodle crosses over into second position, finding a seat in front of 88 Fingers Louie. Along the inside, Kid Genius is 4th. Looking for a seat, OK Matt. And the early trailer is Scottish Mock. 5 in, 1 out as they head to the quarter-mile marker here. Mock Liam will set the tempo. A length good of Shanghai Noodle. 3rd along the inside, 88 Fingers Louie. Up on the outside, OK Matt is advancing. Kid Genius and Scottish Mock after an opening quarter in 30 and 3. It is still Mock Liam showing the way. A length and a half ahead of Shanghai Noodle, a pocket sitting second. Up on the outside, here comes OK Matt trying to press matters, going the long mile, however. Followed to the outside by Kid Genius, now 4th. Shuffled back to 5th, 88 Fingers Louie. Scottish Mock tips out from the back of the bus. 3 in and 3 out. They got one more roundabout after a half in 101 and 2. Your front-end leader is still Mock Liam, but company is coming. OK Matt heads away on the outside, is now sticking ahead in front and going right on by. Following that one to the outside, Kid Genius with a rush. Kid Genius into the 3-path, rolls right into the lead here as Mock Liam battles back. Going the wrong direction, OK Matt. Off stride goes Kid Genius. Sending wide around that 188 fingers, Louis 132 and 4 to the 3/4. Mock Liam surrendered that lead, but has recaptured it as they head for home, but they're 4 abreast as they head to the wire. In the middle of the racetrack, Shanghai Noodle finds a seam. Shanghai Noodle and 88 fingers, Louis! Oh, baby, their heads apart as they cross the wire together. Hold all tickets, folks. The inquiry sign has been posted. Judges reviewing racing action past the 3/4. Six, Shanghai Noodle. In front of 288 fingers, Louis. Number 1, Kid Genius, was third, 6-2-1. Unofficial triactor numbers. We do have an inquiry, ladies and gentlemen. Judges reviewing racing action just past the 3/4. Less than 5 minutes to post time for race number 2. I'd like to thank our race sponsors today, AT&T Automotive sponsoring race 3, and Sharps Feed Series featuring the 7th race, and also Murner Contracting sponsoring the 5th race, or co-sponsoring with Sharps Feed Series. Clinton Raceway wants to thank all of our sponsors this afternoon. Horses and drivers coming onto the track for the 2nd race. Field of 8, 1 mile, $3,800 up for grabs. Here is your field. 1 is Jack Stan, owned by Fred McGuire of Ailsa Craig. He trains, and Colin Kelly drives Jack Stan. 2 is Dutch Sealster, owned by Chris Haskell, Tanner Glanville, Ken Colquhoun of Clinton, Ben Rathwell of Brucefield. Chris Haskell trains, Ryan Holiday drives Dutch Sealster. Number 3, Mammoth Jack, owned by Ruth Moore and James Hasty of Chatsworth. Ruth Moore trains, Robert Doyle drives Mammoth Jack. 4 is Master Smile, owned by Jeff Wellwood of Toronto, trained and driven by Ken Oliver. Master Smile. Number 5, Jimmy's Secret, owned and trained by Jack Ray of London, Scott Ray in the bike. Jimmy's Secret. 6 is 3 Rockets, J. Bradley Harris up for Courtney and Gary Bishop of Amaranth, Andrew Cornish of Brampton. Gary Bishop is the trainer. 3 Rockets. Number 8 was St. Lad's Zeke, owned by Sylvia Pierce of Brantford. Georgia Longstreet of Orangeville, trained by Terry Onema. Tyler Moore in the bike on St. Lad's Zeke. And number 7, Old Friends Kentucky, owned by Stephen and Laura Roberts of Melbourne, trained by Stephen Roberts. Natasha Day in the bike, Old Friends Kentucky. Full field of 8 here in the 2nd race. They go 1 mile for $3,800. Post time less than 2 minutes away. Jack Robert Doyle. Master Smile in the middle of the raceway with Ken Oliver. Jimmy's Secret and Scott Ray. 3 Rockets, J. Bradley Harris. Old Friends Kentucky and Natasha Day. And from the 2nd tier, St. Lad's Zeke and Tyler Moore. 7 on the gate, 1 comes late. It's post time. This field is now in motion, and here they come. They're off, and pacing fastest of all out is Mammoth Jack. That one wants the front and grabs it for Robert Doyle in front of Jack Stan and Colin Kelly. Crossing over into 3rd, that is Dutch Sealster. Also away early was 3 Rockets, who finds a seat in 4th. Then we're back to Jimmy's Secret. Make that Master Smile in 5th. Now heading to the outside, Old Friends Kentucky. St. Lad's Zeke, Jimmy's Secret can see them all. They roll by the quarter-mile station with Mammoth Jack in front. They get there in 29 seconds flat, lickety-split. Pocket sitting 2nd is Jack Stan. 2 more lengths back to 3 Rockets, who sees it from 3rd. Looks to tip out, make that Dutch Sealster. Dutch Sealster will come first up now, giving the toe to Master Smile. 3rd over Old Friends Kentucky as 3 Rocket backs through them. St. Lad's Zeke and Jimmy's Secret. Mammoth Jack continues to set the tempo here. They roll by the half in 59 seconds flat. Dutch Sealster up to press the issue on the outside. Along the inside, that is Jack Stan. Master Smile starts to gap from 4th. To the outside goes Old Friends Kentucky. Then we've got 3 Rockets, St. Lad's Zeke. Your even money favorite, Jimmy's Secret, now 3 wide from the back of the pack with a lot of work to do here. They're once around the track and they're halfway back. It's Mammoth Jack and Dutch Sealster. They get there in 1:29 flat. Jack Stan is third. Out of fourth, Old Friends Kentucky. These four to duke it out here down the lane. Mammoth Jack to the inside. Dutch Sealster trying to get there. On the outside, Old Friends Kentucky, but Mammoth Jack. A mammoth mile here in race number 2. Number 3, Mammoth Jack, an impressive wire-to-wire winner here for Robert Doyle. 7, Old Friends Kentucky was second, and number 2, Dutch Sealster, finished third. Now returning in front of the grandstand, your unofficial race winner, number 3, Mammoth Jack. A Bay 9-year-old gelding by Life Sign Classic Move. Owned by Ruth Moore, James Hasty of Chatsworth. Ruth Moore, the trainer. Robert Doyle, the winning driver. 3, Mammoth Jack, victorious this afternoon in 1:59 flat. Number 3, Mammoth Jack, 2140, 1050, 570. Number 7, Old Friends Kentucky, $14 to place, $71.90 to show. Goodness gracious. Number 2, Dutch Sealster, $3.50 on the show. We have a 20-cent Triactor combination, 372, good for $436.31. Horses and drivers take to the track for the third race. It's the AT&T Automotive Trot. Here is your field. Number 1, Fluff Me Up. owned by Pod Stable, Seven Hills, Ohio, trained by Mike Weller, driven this afternoon by Colin Kelly. Fluff Me Up. Number 2 is Tina's War, owned by Dave Hussel of Langton, trained and driven by Gord McKnight. Tina's War. 3, Talbot Creek Jetta, owned and trained by Randy Henry of Clinton, driven by Ryan Holiday. Talbot Creek Jetta. Number 4, Nauer Power, owned by Keith Castle of Smiths Falls, trained by Benoit Lamarche, driven this afternoon by Scott Ray. Number 5, Schrader Hanover, owned by Donald Scholdes of Brussels, trained by Patrick Bissett, driven by Nat Day. Schrader Hanover. 6 is Gliding Senorita, Lauren House of Boward for Ken Middleton Jr., Stacy Rainsma of Cambridge, Jeff Seibel Elmira, Mike Schaefer of Plattsville, trained by Stacy Rainsma, driven by Lauren House. Gliding Senorita. 7 is Someday Lou, owned by Paul Walter, Cody Crafts of London, J. Bradley Harris up. Someday Lou. Rounding out the field, number 8 is Jaggers Row, owned, trained, and driven by Dennis Morrissey of London. Jaggers Row. Field of 8 trotters, they go 1 mile for $3,800. It is the A&T Automotive Trot. Starter calls. The horses and drivers approaching the gate for race number 3, the A&T Automotive Trot. Lining up from the inside out, Fluff Me Up, Colin Kelly, Tina's War, Gord McKnight, Talbot Creek, Jetta, Ryan Holiday, Nauer Power, Scott Ray, Schrader, Hanover, Natasha Day, Gliding Senorita, Lauren House, Someday Lou, J. Bradley Harris, and from the second tier, Jaggers Row, Dennis Morrissey. Trotters and drivers in the hands of the starter. It's post time. On the run before the go is Jaggers Row. They come by us, and here they come. They're off and trotting on the outside. Gliding Senorita leaving fast. Also down along the cones, Fluff Me Up will trot into second position. Crossing over into third early, that is Talbot Creek Jetta, finds a seat in front of Nauer Power, the fourth one. 2 more links back to Tina's War, who sees it from 5th. That's Nauer Power in 6th. Schrader Hanover is in 4th. Racing in 7th, Someday Lou, the distant trailer, Jaggers Row. They reach the opening quarter-mile station with Gliding Senorita in front. A link to the good of Fluff Me Up. They get there in 29 and 2. 3 more links back to Talbot Creek Jetta, who sees it from 3rd. Trotting in 4th, that is Schrader Hanover. Tina's War is 5th. A little ways back to Someday Lou, Nauer Power, and Jaggers Row. They come by the grandstand for the first time. Gliding Senorita, the leader since the go. A link to the good of Fluff Me Up. Up on the outside, advancing is Schrader Hanover. Tina's War takes the toe. Shuffled along the inside, it's Talbot Creek Jetta. Someday Lou takes over 6th. That second quarter, 1 minute and 2 to the half. 31 seconds, second split. Under urging now, Gliding Senorita has company. Coming after that one is Schrader Hanover. Locked in the boxes, Fluff Me Up. That one needs some racing room. Tina's War considers a 3-wide bid. Schrader's Hanover is rolling right on past Gliding Senorita here. As they go past the 3/4 mile station, they get there in 1:32 flat. Schrader Hanover, the leader. Fluff Me Up found a seam and is going to chase that one down here as they turn for home. Schrader Hanover to the inside in the middle of the raceway. Fluff Me Up. Schrader Hanover trotting strong. Schrader Hanover home in race number 3. Fluff Me Up was second. Tina's War finished third. Hold all tickets, folks. The inquiry sign has been posted by the judges. They're going to review the start of number 8, Jaggers Row. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen, with regards to the inquiry in this third race. Number 8, Jaggers Row, will be a full parimutuel refund. Did not receive a fair start. A full parimutuel refund on number 8, Jaggers Row. Now returning in front of the grandstand, your unofficial race winner, 5, Schrader Hanover, a bay 11-year-old gelding by Ken Workington and Southern Drawl. Owned by Donald Scholdes of Brussels, trained by Patrick Bissett, driven this afternoon by Natasha Day. Schrader Hanover gets the job done here in the third race, trotting the mile in 2 minutes and 2/5. It's the season's best mark for Schrader Hanover. Five, 1, 2, your unofficial race 3 triactor numbers. Once again, full parimutuel refund on number 8, Jaggers Row, in the third race. Jaggers Row did not reach the fair start pole and will be a full parimutuel refund.